Hey guys, are you tired of losing in Call of Duty and your friends who are better than you in the game are not telling you, explaining the game to you properly? Here are some amazing tips that pros won't tell noobs in Call of Duty. Wow. Right. You're using your gun, right? And you want to you go to Gunsmith, right? So you different attachments. You go and practice it. Whichever gun you're using, whether it be an LMG, a sniper, or a shotgun. Use it, you go to practice round and practice them before you go into main battle. If gun isn't working for you, well, maybe you should try. You should go back and really try the adjustments again to see if you're actually customer, if you're actually customized to the gun. Go back and adjust whatever you need to adjust. Agreed? In Battle Royale, you should always aim for the orange places. Those places are usually hot spots where usually the best weapons are usually kept. However, there's an argument to be made not just in Call of Duty Mobile, but in not only in Call of Duty Mobile, but in every Battle Royale game, that it's best you don't go to the middle where the best weapons are, since that's where all the best players are, and it will reduce your odds. But if you're an aggressive player and you like to play that style, you can play it can work for you. Tip 3 is for mostly old people who are likely to get bored of Call of Duty mobile fast. Alright, it's always better to use different types of guns in any game, so you can get a better experience of what you're doing in the game. That's mostly what you should be doing. It also make the game more unpredictable and more fun generally for the person, if you get what I'm saying. Alright, tip number 3 is it's always faster to switch from your normal gun to your pistol. It's just the fact. Don't argue with it. Alright, this tip is for any of one of you guys who wants to improve it. This is a basic tip anyone should know. And when you're switching guns, when you switch it to a pistol, it's always better, always faster. Got that? Okay. Alright, another tip you can do is you can use headphones or earpieces you can find lying around the place to improve the sound quality, so you can hear opponents faster. You get what I'm saying? This is a tip for all you guys who are playing Battle Royale and you got separated from your team. Maybe you died early, maybe your teammates died early, or maybe you just landed differently. The tip is in this you should try and split up the squad that's attacking you all together, and you should have to single one-on-one gunfight to stand a better chance of winning that way. Alright, this tip is if you see custom YouTubers like iForg, Exotic Gaming, who used to go out and get custom loadouts, right? You can follow those loadouts on them. Loadouts if you have no idea which gun you want to do. But there's a counter argument to be made, which is that you practice those weapons by yourself to make sure that you're okay. Make sure that you're safe and okay at all times. Because sometimes the weapons that the YouTubers use are not maybe for you. So it's best to check them out, the loadouts, before you actually go and test, before you not go using them in battle and ranked match. This tip applies to whether you're in ranked match, whether you're in multiplayer or not. Before you attempt to attack a full team, you should get cover, decent cover, so you can protect yourself mid blast. You got what I'm saying? So that you don't die. You got that? You get me? See, this game mode is kind of like Valorant, the one you're seeing on the screen right now. It's recommended that it's a theory, just a game theory, that you guys what do you call it again? That your most aggressive player should not be at the hardpoint, especially when you guys are defending it. They should be out there killing other opponents while you guys defend the hardpoint, so that around it, not staying at the hardpoint, because you could kill all your players in one foul swoop like that. If you get what I'm saying. Instead, they should focus on killing enemies far away from the point, like at the spawn, so that you guys you guys who are defending the place are okay. Alright, Another tip you can use is that you should position yourself in important places where they're going to be action, where we can face your enemy. In the you giving you an advantage. I'm not saying you should camp at the enemy respawn and just troll people, but also yeah, that you should probably do that. You should probably. I'm not saying that it's a good thing or it's morally ethical or yeah, but it is. It does work for all you people who enjoy camping, not me. Play a lot of ranked matches. You should use the UAV because if you really know how to use if you play if you know how to use the enemy, you know where enemy spawns are, and you're really relentless with this, it can really save you in a top spot and you can escape or fight. You know how to fight enemies. You can really help you out. Alright, now this tip should really help you for all the guys who go in, like going in looking for a fight, shoot people. Alright, if you're already, if you should be counting deaths, not many people know this except for all the pros out there. That you should be counting your deaths, because if you're going to get the objective, you will know how many people are at spawn and will prevent them from actually winning the objective. In deathmatch, this is morely just everyone wants to get the kill, but in other matches, it's not usually the same case, as you see. Alright, this tip is like a very powerful tip. If you see people doing this in Call of Duty, let me know. They're probably your pros. Alright, if you're playing, you see a lot of people jumping and sprinting and be rolling around and be aiming while they shoot. That you may think it looks cool, and it's a very difficult skill to master. But if you master it, it's a pretty good move. It's good to use when you're jumping and moving fast. If you're moving very fast and very quickly, enemies aren't going to really be able to see you. While at the same time, if you aim while you're shooting, it makes it difficult for the enemies to know where you're at. It's also very difficult to move around. It's also just great. Alright, this tip is really great because it gives you the advantage to shoot. If a person is not walking across the street, like walking across, and you want to shoot the person, all you need to do is hide behind the corner and now start shooting them. That gives you picker's advantage, which prevents you like people from killing you, knowing where you are and killing you. You get what I'm saying? This is due because of the picker's advantage. This is when human beings have a 250 millisecond reaction time. That means you have a 250-second delay before the person even notices where you're around. So if you sneak and like just shoot the person, it will give you a 250-second advantage. Granted, this may not be a lot, but it can really help you during in a match where the people are around. You get what I'm saying? Okay, guys, this is the part of the video where I tell you guys to subscribe and hit that like button. It's completely free and you can always change your mind later. Don't forget to just like and share this with everyone you know. Let's get back to the video. Alright, let's talk about how that all characters' headboxes are usually the same. No matter if their head is big, they're still gonna have the same hit fire. So, like hitbox. So, if you hit this, if you hit that on part of your head, it's not going to affect you. So wear that ugly skin you're wearing loud and proud to care in the world. Maybe not those skins, because when people see them, they'll automatically shoot for you. They're so ugly. If I were you, I'd eat those skins. But okay, let's move on. This is another tip for battle royale. If you should be picking up 3-time scopes, if it's very important for all these like massive shots, like repeated shot guns, so that prevents the loss of life, like you just saw there. Anyway, if you can find a sniper, you're in really good terms. You might really be able to walk with it. It will really help you out. Alright, if you're using a shotgun, it is best not to use ADS. Never use ADS. It's not really good. It won't really help you out in any way. Alright, You got that? All right. This is a tip that many people who are playing multiplayer will notice. If you use the mini map, make sure all those red dots are where your enemies are. So this tip will also will help you when you're against when you're against people in multiplayer. You can always see the red dots on the mini map. You get? All right. It's been Blue State Gaming. Keep it live with you. Being live with you. If I were you guys, I would just enjoy the rest of my day and watch my other video about my other Call of Duty video. And until then, enjoy. Plus, if you don't do it, I'll do this to your house.